In Sinners, Michael B. Jordan takes center stage as Marcus Kane, a conflicted ex-soldier grappling with his violent past and a morally fractured present. Known for portraying emotionally intense, physically demanding roles, Creed, Black Panther, Jordan brings his signature blend of charisma and inner turmoil to the screen. As Kane, he delivers a performance that is both brooding and vulnerable, anchoring the film's complex themes of redemption, guilt, and survival in a world where righteousness is rarely black and white. His presence alone elevates the film, giving it the weight and gravitas it so desperately aims for. Let's hear what Michael has to say about the movie. Sinners might just be the boldest, most genre-bending masterpiece of 2025, and honestly, no other film is even in the same league right now. It's dominating every conversation, and a huge reason is Michael B. Jordan. This man didn't just show up, he showed out. Playing twin brothers with completely opposite personalities and pulling it off flawlessly, that's elite acting. And if anyone forgot that Michael's one of the greatest talents of our generation, Sinners slaps you with a loud reminder. What's even more touching is how emotionally invested he is in this film. Every time he does press, you can literally see it. His face lights up, his voice gets softer. He's not just proud, he's connected to it. This isn't just a paycheck role, it's personal. And part of that deep connection comes from who's behind the camera, Ryan Coogler. Yes, that Ryan Coogler, the visionary behind Black Panther. And here's where the emotion really kicks in. This movie isn't just a reunion between Ryan and Michael, it's a spiritual continuation of the work they once did alongside Chadwick Boseman. According to Michael, Chadwick's legacy flows through every frame. Sinners. In one emotional interview, Michael talked about how during early camera tests, he was still figuring the characters out. That's when Ryan reminded him of how Chadwick became T'Challa, how he didn't just act, he embodied. Michael said, "Say no more." From that moment on, the twins weren't just characters, they were a tribute. And that tribute manifests most powerfully through the dynamic of Stack and Smoke, the twin brothers at the heart of the story. Michael B. Jordan obsessed over every detail, down to the wardrobe choices. Stack wears red, Smoke wears blue. One smiles, the other doesn't. It's subtle but genius, helping the audience track who's who in an emotionally complex story. But get this, they even brought in real-life twins, Noah and Logan Miller, as twin consultants. Yeah, that's a thing. The Millers helped shape the twins' body language, their silent communication, even the way they stood next to each other. Ryan Coogler said it was a game changer. One phone call could be answered by either twin, but the other was always listening. That eerie, unspoken bond, it's baked into every scene. Sinners isn't just emotionally rich, it's symbolically loaded too. One of the most striking elements is Sammy's guitar. It's not just a cool accessory. According to the film, it once belonged to Charlie Patton, the literal father of Delta blues. And in one jaw-dropping sequence halfway through the movie, Ryan Coogler visually bridges nearly a century of black music. From dusty 1930s juke joints to breakdancing DJs to George Clinton-style funk guitarists, it's a full-on spiritual evolution. The guitar becomes a sacred object, a weapon, a memory, a legacy. It represents the soul of black culture, healing, resistance, and history all bundled into one stringed instrument. But it's also a magnet for danger, which brings us straight into the horror zone. Because yes, this film has vampires, but not the fanged, cape-wearing cliches. These creatures are different. They're metaphors in motion. The moment that euphoric music scene ends, the horror kicks in hard. The vampires in Sinners represent white colonizers, drawn not just to black people, but to black brilliance. The lead vampire, Remick, doesn't want blood. He wants Sammy's talent. He wants to own him. Ryan Coogler uses the vampire myth to tell an age-old story of cultural theft, of outsiders profiting off the pain, rhythm, and soul of black communities. And when Remick offers to spare everyone except Sammy in exchange for his surrender, it's a chilling echo of how often black genius is sacrificed for white comfort. Bold? Yes. Necessary? Absolutely. Another jaw-dropping setting is the sawmill, initially just a fixer-upper for the twins to convert into a juke joint, but peel back the layers and it's soaked in blood, literally. They bought it from a white landowner, but it turns out the building once served as a slaughterhouse where white supremacists murdered black folks. There's even a scene early on where Smoke notices a reddish stain on the floor and it lingers. Later, it's confirmed. The sawmill is cursed twice. once by its violent history and again by the arrival of the vampires. It's symbolic of how black spaces are haunted by both remembered and current trauma. Just like the South itself, the sawmill is beautiful, brutal, and blood-stained. And by reclaiming it, the twins aren't just starting a business, they're rewriting history. And then there's the church, the emotional heart of the film. Sinners opens and closes inside this tiny southern chapel. At first, it feels safe, familiar, but even that's complicated. Sammy's father calls him a sinner for loving blues music, symbolizing the tension between religion and artistic freedom. The church both uplifts and condemns. And by the end, Ryan Coogler makes it clear. He respects the institution, but he refuses to let it chain black creativity. The church becomes a dual symbol of salvation and repression. It holds tradition in one hand and judgment in the other, and if you missed the post-credit scene, seriously, watch my breakdown. There's more symbolism packed in that final moment than in entire Oscar-nominated scripts. It's layered, it's poignant, and it'll give you chills. What makes Sinners really special is that it's 3 movies in one. No, really. The first act plays like a Jim Crow-era Western. You've got dirt roads, dusty bars, and the twins hustling to get their juke joint off the ground. Then boom, Act 2 flips the switch into a supernatural horror fest. Vampires, garlic, wooden stakes, legit scream-worthy moments. But beneath it all is a living, breathing musical heartbeat powered by the blues. The music guides the pacing, the tone, and the emotion. It's more than background noise. It's the soul of the story. Ryan Coogler doesn't just direct this movie, he conducts it like a symphony. The result? A film that's genre-defying, emotionally rich, and so deeply rooted in cultural commentary that you'll be thinking about it for weeks. Michael B. Jordan's performance is easily the film's saving grace, grounding the chaos with sheer presence and emotional precision. His portrayal of Marcus Kane gives the film a pulse, even when the script loses focus. So yeah, Sinners isn't just one of the best movies of 2025, it might go down as one of the most important. A movie that blends black history, genre cinema, emotional tribute, and political symbolism, all without missing a beat. It's a miracle it even exists, and if you haven't seen it yet, run, don't walk. And once you're done, check out my other video breaking down the ending, the mid-credit scene, the post-credit scene, and all the hidden layers in between. You'll be amazed how much you missed. Let's talk about it. Drop your favorite scene, your favorite twin, and let me know what symbolism hit hardest for you. Because this film, it's art. Full stop. Sinners tries to present itself as a morally complex, post-war psychological thriller, but it often stumbles under the weight of its own ambition. While the cinematography is sleek and the score atmospheric, the pacing drags, especially in the second act, where monologues replace momentum. The film attempts to juggle too many themes at once: religion, PTSD, justice, corruption, and personal redemption, without giving any of them the depth they deserve. Essentially, I'm saying this was really good, but I wish we had more for better depth. The narrative gets murky, and moments that should hit hard emotionally end up feeling overwritten and overly symbolic. It's a film that wants to be profound, but too often settles for being cryptic. Let me know what you think. If you agree or disagree, don't hesitate to let us know in the comments below, and of course make sure you like by clicking the thumbs up icon on your screen, and subscribe for more contents like these by tapping the bell icon on your screen. We'll see you in the next video.